In today's episode, we got a couple of exciting announcements to make. I take a look at USDCAD, KARABO shares his views on USDZAR and the NASDAQ, MNTUNGWA shares his Elliott wave view on GBPUSD, and we got some great before and afters from our Discord trading room this week. Enjoy. Welcome to another weekly market review here with FX price action setups. We got some great setups and some great action for you guys in this episode. But first, a few announcements. FX price action setups has finally completed their FX trader development program, and we will be opening it up to all traders with our partner broker, IFX Brokers. If you guys need any more information, you can check the description below, or you can look in our Discord room in our trading academy for more information. We will also be launching some exciting trading events in the upcoming weeks and months, so please stay tuned. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on the future announcement of these events. Thanks to everyone for their contributions in the trading room. I see if you guys stick till the end, you guys can see the great setups, especially by our ranked members like MNTUNGWA and KARABO and Bruce. They've been doing excellently. Just another reminder, if you guys do connect with any of our brokers, any of the ones you see at the back here, you guys will get access to our charts channels. And these charts channels are reserved for selected traders only. So all the setups by these ranked traders, by KARABO, by MNTUNGWA, by Bruce, they all get forwarded to these channels. So we don't flood them with too many setups, but only setups by our selected traders. And then it's easy to stay organized and be up to date with what everyone is thinking. All right, I'll leave you with a quick little sneak peek at our training program, and then we'll jump into the setups. Enjoy. The trade I want to discuss with you guys is an ongoing trade, and that is that on USDCAD. Now, if you guys remember a little bit earlier in the year, around about May, we did look for these shorts, and we did get a nice little short here. It was actually quite a perfect little trade. And since then, we've had a bit of a 500 pip move, and we cleared these lows. And I want to update this trade idea a little bit, and I'll show you guys two scenarios I'm looking at. On the left here, we got the weekly chart, and I'm still actually looking at the possibility that this whole correction is actually finished now. And we had this drop, we had the correction, we had the drop, we had the correction, and hopefully we will now continue to drop, perhaps even to the 61 fib, which is still, I think 1,700 pips away. But there is a little bit of a second scenario, and I have that marked off here on the right on the daily time frame. And that is that we might be making a bit of a correction here before going higher. And if we go higher, we might actually end up taking these highs before we can perhaps get a bit of a short. But either way, I'm still going to be looking for shorts next week, and either going to catch a move lower to these lows where we can look for reversal higher, or perhaps hold a bit for the main move. But let's jump to the lower time frame, and I'll show you guys what we're looking for. So with a short idea in mind, I'm going to look to get short next week, and hopefully we'll make a little bit of a ABC or a corrective pattern on the side here, and maybe a little bit of an ABC up to this pivot level, or the QM level, as the supply and demand traders calls it. And then here we can get into possibly a tight little short. And I'm actually going to open 3 positions on this one, perhaps risking 0.5% on each for a total of 1.5% risk. And I'll have 3 targets in mind for this one. The first target I will do at around about 2 to 1, which is this little level here, because perhaps we just make a little bit of a correction and we come down to this order block before going higher. So this will be my first target. And once we reach the first target at around 2 to 1, if you close a third of your trade at 2 to 1, you will be at break even. So the remaining 2 trades that you have running are free trades. And for the remaining 2 take profits, I will set them for the lower targets. And just looking on the 4-hour time frame, my second target will be these lows over here, as we marked off on the higher time frame a little bit earlier. and that'll give you close to a 6 to 1 reward ratio. And then hopefully I'll be able to keep a little bit. And if the market does decide to come down lower for these expected targets, that'll be close to a 50 to 1 reward ratio setup. But like I said, this is looking a bit less likely to me, and I do think that there's quite a high possibility that we will end up clearing these highs. These are just the trade plans right now. We'll see how the setup develops, and at least hopefully we can make some new lows, and then we can take it from there.
Looking at the USDZAR on the daily time frame, we currently have this supply zone which is in control. Price has already retested this level, so price could possibly drop from here. But if we do get a push higher into the zone, we could still sell for a low risk entry up until to this opposing zone. Now, I have also marked this black line. This is where my targets will be at before we hit this demand zone, because I do believe that once price drops all the way to this demand zone, we could still get a buying opportunity and we could possibly remove these highs. Now, looking at the dollar index on the weekly time frame, we currently hit this weekly supply zone and price is reacting to it. So this does form a nice correlation also with the USDs, considering that it is at a supply zone. Now another setup I'm looking at it is the NASDAQ on the daily time frame. Now we had this all-time highs removed by this demand zone, and price dropped into this level and took off. Now this zone had already been retested, so price just went through it. Now the second opposing area, a demand zone, which I'm looking at, it is this zone over here. So if price does push into this, demand zone, I am looking to take a long opportunity where I believe that this highs will also be taken out too. So nice long on the NASDAQ. And that's it for the week. Cheers.
Good afternoon on a beautiful weekend. I hope everyone is fine. I'm going to look at the pound US dollar. Going to look at the pound US dollar weekly, checking the pound US dollar. We are going 1, 2, 3 to the downside. So apparently we are looking at the price to come to this blue box. So right now the price is correcting at our 61 area, just before at the half before we go to the blue box. So what I'm expecting for the price over here to give us a beautiful pattern like that, and push to our blue box. So we are now correcting at the 61 area. Ever since 2014, pound has been falling up until 2017, where it started to give us this corrective structure. So we are correcting this corrective structure. So we are still going to look at price coming up to the upside until this corrective structure is much complete. Unless otherwise, there can be a change over this area. Maybe price over here as it falls starts to give us another corrective structure over here, then come to the up to the downside. So we can look maybe to start having some kind of a diagonal over here, but we'll see what price is doing. So it can give us some kind of a diagonal, or it can reverse and give us this one. If it give us an ending diagonal, it will give us a very beautiful zigzag over here, because it has been falling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, and it can also start to give us the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 over here, which is gonna be our ending diagonal. I'm going to go down with time frames and maybe 4 hour, now that you understand what price must do. and what we expect from price. For the coming week, the plan should sit like this on the pound US dollar. It is currently correcting over here. Look for it is currently correcting 1 2 3 up 1 2 3. All right, sorry about that. What we're looking at, we're looking for 1 2 3 up 1 2 3 down, then 1 2 3. It can give us some kind of a flat corrective structure over here, then one more up, one more down. So the one more down that you're expecting, we're gonna take it to this low over here. Then we're gonna start monitoring what the price is would do. But for this current week, look to sell price over here. Look to sell price over here. That's all from me from pound US dollar. Cheers. Enjoy. Bye.